good morning, everybody. Welcome to the handicapping challenge here for charity, the 31st handicapping challenge. And all our guests are here today. Chappie, it's just amazing.
Yeah, yesterday we were one down, and today we're a little late on time. But these live things sometimes they don't go as planned. But we adapt, we move on, and we get some winners out of it. So let's roll.
Hello, Chappie.
I just want to clarify something because I got woken up this morning very early by a radio show in Boston, and he said, "Are you going to have that seminar for the Golden Gate for the El Camino Route?" And I said, "Yeah, 10:30. Don't miss it on Facebook, Santa Anita." So I might have given some misinformation out. So if you're here trying to see the Golden Gate seminar that I did, you're gonna have to go to the Instagram page at Golden Gate and check it out there. Check it out. My guest today is my man, Mr. Darwin Vizcaya. It's great to have you on the show, Darwin. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, George. Thank you, Chappie. Nice to meet you, Ellis.
And you guys didn't know, but Darwin's got a show called La Trifecta, and he looked like Charlie from Charlie's Angels. The last time I saw the show, he was surrounded by three of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. It was him and I thought I was watching Charlie's Angels because he had Acacia Corney,
Claudia Spadaro, and Anise Monploso.
And Anise, boy, I was envying you. Everybody was envying you, man. Now you're here with three ugly old bald guys. So it's a little different, Charlie. You ain't got no hot women, but hopefully you'll get some hot pics for us.
Wait, whoa. Couldn't you have just said old and bald? Why did the ugly come into play? I don't get it. Man, my guest, public handicapper, handicapper extraordinaire, and he's a wonderful looking man, and I do like the hat, by the way.
Love the hat.
Ellis Starr, how you doing this morning, Ellis?
Doing great, Chappie. People don't know me without the hat. When I want to go incognito, I just take it off, and I'm just an old bald guy, like you said.
But not ugly, George. Come on. Right, what are you doing? Well, Georgie, why don't you get us started with the rules, and let's get the ball rolling.
All right. Ellis, also known as Uber Capper. Love that moniker, at Uber Capper. You can check him out on Twitter, and he's one of the finer handicappers that we have in the business. All right, let's get to the business of what we're doing here today. Raising money for Karma. Each of our handicappers is going to have $300 in mythical money to play with. They're going to try to turn that $300 into $1,000, and then Karma will get an extra $500. Whoever does have the most money will move on to round number 3 as the handicappers get closer to winning $1,000. They're going to have $100 to win, $100 in exactas, either a straight exacta or two $50 exactas, and the same thing with the daily double, $100 in daily doubles, either $100 straight or two $50 doubles. Darwin, let's start with you. 100 to win. Where are you going and why?
Win? My win today or exacta?
Win. Starts with the win.
Win.
Oh, it's in the third race, number 2 horse running with 1 second. Is you hear me good?
We can hear you good.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Labor Union is the number 2, run with the jockey Abel Cedillo. She is the pace on the race. For me, is the pace in the race is very good for him. Maybe win wire to wire.
All right, Labor Union with Cedillo on for Peter Urton. Peter Urton sure has been hot. So that's a good pick. 100 to win in race number 3. Chappie?
All right, Ellis, let's get it started off with a winner here for Team Chappie. Where you go with the 100 to win and why?
The 100 win is going to be near the end of the card. Race 9, number 7 award winner. Just a great race last time out, coming back off a September to January layoff. made the pace 46 and 8/10, 110 and 8 at a mile. Still barely got beat a half. Was very game. Best Equibase speed figure field at 109. Should improve second off the layoff. Doesn't need the lead to win, even though he tried to go wire to wire last time out, because he did win at 9 furlongs at Churchill earlier in his career from just off the pace. Hernandez gets off, but Cedillo gets on. Tactical speed. I like everything about this horse. Award winner was grade placed. He almost won the grade 3 Kent Stakes back in 2019 as a 3-year-old, beating a neck on the wire to a nice horse named Eon, some people may have heard of. And he's back in form now, and I think he's tough to beat, opening at 6-1. So that's my $100 win bet, award winner, race 9.
All right, so race 9, like you said, the 7 award winner doesn't look to be a whole lot of speed. Could go wire to wire, but does have tactical speed. Also, let you know that they think this horse is doing well, the Hopkins Barn. This horse was entered in a grade 3 this weekend, but they scratched out that and opted to go in this spot. So I think we should be ultra tough here at 6-1 with our 100 to win bet, Georgie.
Sounds good. In that race, for you guys listening, scratch the 3, the 4, and the 6. So 3, 4, and 6 are all out. Just leaves 8 runners there in the 9th race. The anchor leg is Santa Anita of the $1 Golden Hour pick 4. It's now over to the Golden Boy, Darwin Vizcaya. You got an exacta to play with $100. A ver, bring it.
Oh my God, my big favorite exacta today is on the second race. Number 4 Corby is the big favorite on the card today in Santa Anita. And number 2, I will not for second is the 100 exacta straight 4-2.
All right, 4-2, $100 straight ice cold exacta, and Curry certainly, excuse me, looks good. Bruce Headley used to train this one. Now Karen Headley taking over. Certainly looks to dominate here with Piper, who's just never ceases to amaze me. She's doing really, really well. Somebody asked how come she gets to change leads so well. And I did ask her personally why, and she was like, I had a lot of experience with jumpers, and it's all about turning their heads, and she's really, really good at getting them to switch leads and keep it going. Chappy to you.
Yeah, all right, Ellis. So they're going to take the chalky way out with that 2-5 morning line on top of their $100 exacta. But that's all right. He's trying to build the bankroll. But what are we doing for our $100 exacta, Ellis?
Chappy, we're going in the Santa Monica race 8. I'm doing a $50 exacta box, the 3 Fair Maiden, and the 5 Kahira. This is on one of my blogs. As George said earlier, you follow me at Ubercapper and see it. It's a great betting race. I think Kahira, second off a layoff after winning the Kalukan Queen, Rosario riding back, 5 A races in a row, 4 wins in the second, 7 furlongs, one of those wins. Everything is great. 102 Equibase speed figure, and right behind that is 3 Fair Maiden. I don't think it was a fluke. She won the La Brea. She run as well 2 before that in September, coming back off a long layoff of 10 months. So 2 out of her 3 last races wins. Last year's La Brea winner is Hard Not to Love, who's in this race, who won the La Brea and the Santa Monica right back. So I think this is very, very strong play. The 3-5 exacta box in the Santa Monica.
Yeah, I like your play there. Fair Maiden might have bounced a little bit, and also maybe the trip to Keeneland cost that horse. But that horse has been in very sharp form, won easily. And Kahira last time out, don't let that length victory fool you. That was in hand for fun, and there was plenty left in the tank for her. She could have won by much more. So I think 4-1, very generous. So 3-5 for us, Georgie. The exacta box in a very difficult Santa Monica today. Full field, good to see.
Yeah, really nice field. There is a scratch out of race number 2, Miss Stormy D. So it still leaves a nice field. Number 12, Bohemian Bourbon, is also scratched. And Pharaoh's Heart decided to not run here, and I think Pharaoh's Heart is running either tomorrow or Monday. So is definitely out of this race as well. Santa Monica is part of the start of the Golden Hour Pick 4, and it's one of my favorite bets. I love it. Even when favorites win, it still seems to pay very, very well. Darwin, what are you doing lately? You're in? Are you in Miami now? You were Mr. New York. Now you're in Miami. So you're going all over the place. What are you doing right now?
Right now, escape the winter in New York.
Good move.
Yes, it's right now in Miami. It's a very good. The weather is perfectly for me.
Let's real quick. Speaking of this, that means the three of us are in 70+ degree weather. How's the weather in Lexington, Kentucky?
if anybody watched the network news, ABC, CNBC, NBC, and Fox, and everybody, we had an ice storm on Wednesday to Thursday, and we got a 1/4 inch of ice, some snow on top of it. Nothing's melting. We're not going to be freezing for 8 days. Trying to go outside. I think I need a Zamboni. I mean, it's skating. Everything is ice. There's a coating of ice everywhere, and there's no sun to melt it. The trees are beautiful. I mean, they're all shiny and beautiful, but man nor beast, this place is not fit for right now.
Well, I can tell you, George, I do not miss those days. That's why I moved from the Midwest to sunny Southern California, and I've driven a Zamboni before, and I don't want to ever do it again.
You driven a Zamboni, cool. All right,
That's
you
right.
heard it, Darwin. Ellis is ice cold, so we're hot, baby. Let's go. Let's bring it with the daily double.
Now wait a second.
What's your daily double?
Just for the record, my top pick for the San Anita website last night was tap water. Paid $10.
Okay.
Well done. And by the way, so far George has called you ice cold and ugly in a matter of 10 minutes. So this isn't fair at all. I think George is coming back on. He must have some technical difficulties. So Darwin, where are you going with your double and why?
My double is starting in the 7th race, number 6, One Fast Bro. Is horse jockey Fuentes, and number 7, Clayton Delaney. Is the trainer Philip D'Amato and Abel Cedillo. 6-7 in the 7th race, and the 8th race for me. Hard Not to Love is win today. Not to Love. She win this race the last year.
Right. She's a very quirky filly, and maybe back to one turn could be the difference for her. Is that what you're thinking, Darwin?
Yeah, and the distance for him is perfect. 3 star and 2 winners. For me, Hard Not to Love to win today is my daily double. 7th race, 6-7, and 8th race, number 4.
Okay, so you guys go in different directions there, Ellis. But that's a very difficult race, and there's some other horses obviously that fit in there as well. So that could be the separator. Where are we going with our double and why?
Well, first, let me say Hard Not to Love is a horse that everybody has to pull for. She's that one-eyed filly who just runs her heart out. It's kind of tough when she's in one position or the other when she's on whichever horses are on the high she can see on, but she's managed to do pretty well, being 10 for 11 in the money with 5 wins. And if Darwin wins this one, I'll be happy for him and for her, just so you know. My doubles, I'm going with the 7th race to the 8th race, so we're a little different. And I'm going to play the double of the 1 Tis Hot and Dusty with the 2 horses that I'm playing the exacta box in the 8th, which is Fair Maiden and Kahira. And I've made the case for them already. But Tis Hot and Dusty, I think, is a great play for all fans out there to bet it on first bet. She can rate. She won from off the pace in a sprint last October. She stretched out for the first time. Last time out, wired the field with Jockey Jess, for those to follow, at Jockey Jess on Twitter. Fantastic apprentice. Did a great meet at Los Al and still doing well at Santa Anita. Gets the rail, so Jessica will have the choice of going to the lead or taking off the pace. I have no concerns about the turf. She's an unusual heat out of a Tiz wonderful mare. That's all grass. And I think she looks really tough here. 3 big workouts, by the way, since the win for the Red Hot Cruel Jack barn.
And I'll tell you one thing about that, Ellis, because I've looked at this race quite a bit. I'm going to tell you right now, you will get an overlay. That horse will go off at higher than 6-1 odds. So if you're right, you're going to get paid in that race. Because obviously Clayton Delaney is going to take some money. I think Carmelita's Man for Dean Pedersen is going to take some money. The 8 Burning Turf, and even the 5, the Carla Gaines horse, who had some trouble last time out. So if you're correct, we're getting paid today, buddy, with the 1. Tis Hot and Dusty, 6-1. I'm going to say 8-10-1. It goes off at George. You got us, Georgie?
Yeah, I think so. That race is a great betting race. As our that race is a great betting race.
Yeah.
That was a race I was thinking of making the win bet in, by the way, but instead of award winner, I was between those 2. But I figured that was the better value to the 2 horses in the 8th. It's trying to make this money for charity. It's a better way to handle it. But it is a great betting race and great part of the pick 3 and pick 4 sequence.
Yeah, I think the card all in general today is very good, and we've already talked, and you and I talked a little bit before we went on. I think the late pick 5 is right to pay very well today because there's some full fields and there's some prices, and it doesn't look like the chalky card it was yesterday whatsoever. So dive into that late pick 5. It should be very well today. George?
Yep.
Can you hear us?
Ready?
Go ahead. Yep. Tiebreaker.
Yes. Ready for the rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah. Go. 1, 2, 3. Same. We did the same. Go again. Same. Same. We did the same again. All right. We tied again. Darwin, you go first. Go ahead, buddy. We've lost Darwin's audio now. Race 6, Darwin, give me the number with your hand. We can't hear you. There
Number 5, Italiano, with Umberto Rispoli.
Okay, so race 6, the 5 Italiano is his tiebreaker horse. Ellis, thank God I can hear you because this thing's going nowhere. Who's your tiebreaker horse, buddy?
It's going to be Captain Scotty getting really good class relief, and I think you should just wire him easy.
Okay, so Ellis goes with Captain Scotty. The morning line favorite, Peter Miller, has speed dropping in class. George, are you back?
I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, why don't you wrap it up? Because obviously I'm having some technical difficulties here.
All right, guys. Listen, we appreciate your time, and this continues round 2. Hopefully, we'll make some good money for Karma, and it's a great card, so we invite everybody to get involved today. Guys, we both appreciate it. One goes on, one goes home. George, don't ever call us ugly again. And, guys, we'll talk to you down the road. Have a great day. We appreciate your time.
Thank you,
good luck,
Ellis.
everybody.
Good luck. Good luck, George. Good luck, Choppy.
See ya.